one important topic we have forgot, articulation point. Very important for marks. Define articulation point, or define or what is the articulation point. Very important concept in graphs. Okay. So suppose to take two parts of the graph, two portions of the graphs, either directly or indirectly, whatever it may be. This is another graph. So this is a connected graph. So there is no connection of between two parts, but both two are individually separate graph. So it is unconnected graph. Unconnected graph. Now if you make a connection between D to F, if you make a connection between D to F, this connection is made a full length of graph or connected graph from A to G vertices. So what is importance of articulation point? Articulation point is which vertex is made a full length of graph is called articulation point. That means which node will be take initiation to connect to another portion of the graph to make a full length of graph. That point is called articulation point. Suppose if you delete the point D, what is the final output? So these edges are deleted and this is again splitted the same graph into multiple graphs. Okay, because of deletion of D. So which point is play a major role to connect two parts of the graph? If you delete that graph, entire graph will be split into two portions. Such kind of vertex is called as a articulation point. Okay, such kind of vertex is called as a articulation point. So from this example, I take another portion. Please observe carefully. So now I take D. So now I connect. There is no connection. Just assume there is no connection. I will connect to this one. So which is articulation point now? B. If you delete B again, if you delete B, this connection is terminated. Again the graph will be split into multiple graphs. Okay, I think you understood well what is the importance of the articulation point. Articulation point is nothing but which point is made a communication between two portion of the graphs, and which point you delete, that graph will be divided into two multiple graphs. Okay, that point is called as a articulation point. Okay, so now I take the graph. This is if I delete vertex A, just assume if I delete vertex A, if the graphs will be divided into two parts? No, the graph is still connected, but who are connected to A, those edges will be just removed, but still it is a full length of graph. So this is not affecting on to dividing the graph into multiple graphs. Okay, I hope you understood well. This is a very important point, not only for tomorrow's questions, it is a very technical round interview questions. What is articulation point of the graph? Okay, which point, once again I repeat the definition, which point or which vertex is a reason for to make two portion into single portion of the graph, or which vertex is deleted, that is make a effect of full graph and it is divided into multiple graphs. That point is called as a articulation point. Okay, articulation point. So this is very important, very important. Okay, next we are going to discuss about the representation of the graphs. Okay, important questions, mainly they ask 5 marks questions. What are the ways to representing the graph? Okay, so you know very well about the graph is represented in two ways, generally linear data structures using arrays, another non-linear data structures using linked list. So now the graphs is represent using two ways. Adjacent matrix is one way of represent. Next represent is adjacent list. List is nothing but linked list. So how to represent adjacent matrix using graph? So take the sample graph. Let us take A, B, C, D, E. This is the graph. So matrix size, how to define and how to know the matrix size to make adjacent matrix. So matrix size depends on number of vertices. How many vertices you are having? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So then the graph is represent 5 by 5 adjacent matrix. So let us draw the graph. So vertex A, B, C, D, E. So row wise, and A, B, C, D, E column. This is a 5 by 5 matrix. 5 by 5 matrix. So that means if having the connection to one node to another node, then simply put a 1. So note on the point, if connection is there, if the connection is present represented as 1. If no connection is or if connection is absent or there is no connection, simply put 0. Okay, so A to A, so there is no self loop. A to B, connection is there. A to A, there is no connection, that's why 0. A to B, connection is there. A to C, connection is there. A to D, connection is there. A to E, so there is no direct connection. So only focus on direct connection. If having the indirect connection from A to E, via B, via D, via C, but don't consider the intermediate vertex. So only consider direct connection is there or not. Next, B to A, so is it bidirectional? B to A connection, B to A connection is there. B to B, no connection. B to C, no connection. B to E, connection is there. B to E, connection is there. C to D and B to E. Next, C to A, connection is there. C to B, no connection. C to C, no connection. C to D, connection is there. C to E, no connection. Okay, So D, so D to A connection is there, D to B, D to C, D to E. Okay, E to A, E to B, E to C, E to D, E to. So this is the way of representing the connection, in which kind of graph it is? Undirected graph. So undirected graph is also called as bidirectional graph. Why it is bidirectional? Because of the single line move this side and as well as backward. Okay, that's why the graph is called as a bidirectional graph. Suppose if you give the directed graph, if you give some directions on the graph, so this is a graph. So how the matrix is represented? So up to now, write this graph matrix, adjacent matrix, then the graph will be slightly modification, it will become directed graph. So all directed graph is called as unidirectional graph. All directed graph, that means at a time we can move only one direction, not both the directions. Okay, it is called as unidirectional, and without edges, without directed, it called as a bidirectional. So let us draw the matrix of adjacent matrix of directed graph. So I take same vertices, 5 by 5 vertices. So saying if the connection is there, or if direction is present, if direction is there, present 1, if no direction, if direction is absent, that is a 0. A to A, no direction. A to B, as direction is there. A to C, direction is there. A to D, no direction. A to E, no direction. Okay, B to A, no direction. B to B, no direction. B to C, no direction. B to D, direction is there. B to E, direction is there. So if it is direction is there, forward direction from that node, we are representing as 1. If there is no direction, put a 0. C to A, no direction. That means we have checked the arrow direction, no direction. C to B, no direction. C to C, obviously self loop is not there in the graph, so simply put C to D as direction is there. C to E, direction, no direction. Next D to A as having the direction, D to A direction. D to B, so no direction. D to C, no direction. D to D, no direction. D to E, direction is there. Next, from E, there is no directions. So simply all are 0. So this is the differentiate between directed graph, undirected graph. So total these values will be totally differ between this matrix, this adjacent matrix, and undirected graph and directed graph adjacent matrix, totally differ. Okay, next weighted graph adjacent matrix. Let's look at weighted directed graph. So having the weight and having the directions. Okay, so how to make adjacent matrix using this weighted directed graph. So again 5 by 5 vertices. So then A, B, C, D, E, A, B, C, D. Okay, so for this graph, so A to A there is no weight, simply 0. A to B the weight is 5, that means A to B in the direction having the weight is 5. A to C the weight is 2. A to D there is no weight. A to E weight. Next B to A no weight. B to B obviously no self loop. B to C no weight. B to D 7. B to E 6. C to A no weight. C to B no. C to C no. C to D 4. C to E no. Direct connection is not there from C to E. Next D to A 3. D to B no. D to C no. D to D no. D to E 8. Next E to A 0. E to B no. E to from E there is no forward direction to other nodes, so that this is a weighted directed graph adjacent matrix. So this is the one way to represent the graph using adjacent matrix. Similarly, linked list representation we discuss in next class. Thank you.